All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, according to Article 1 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And according to Article 3 of the same declaration, everyone has the right to life, liberty, and the security of person. Everyone, including LGBTQ persons, is entitled to protection provided for by international human rights law. These are basic and fundamental rights, but the UN Agency for Refugees, UNHCR, has not found them relevant to the sexual minorities living on Block 13 of Kakuma Refugee Camp in Kenya. UNHCR's refusal to uphold these very basic human rights on behalf of sexual minorities living on Block 13 of Kakuma Refugee Camp is highlighted by the fact that they needed to rescue another group of LGBTQ refugees from the same camp in December of 2018 and January of 2019. Armed with this experience, they still went ahead and brought other refugees of the same kind to the same camp, a move that not only endangered the sexual minorities but also shows blatant disregard for the safety of the sexual minorities placed in this hostile environment. As a result of this recklessness, the LGBTQ persons on Block 13 have been victims of attempted killings, sexual and gender-based violence, physical attacks, arbitrary arrests, rape, harassment, and discrimination. UNHCR's decision to have the LGBTQ persons in an already proven hostile environment, combined with a refusal to act decisively to protect these endangered LGBTQ refugees of Block 13, despite prolonged attacks, is a clear deviation from its mandate and a failure to justify its existence and funding. We therefore demand that UNHCR and its partners protect the LGBTQ persons on Block 13 of Kakuma Refugee Camp by evacuating them to safety immediately.
Evacuate! Do your job, UNHCR! Do your job!
Keep going.
Okay. Now I'm going to read some testimonials from some of the people that are in the refugee camp right now. On the 12th of April 2020, we were attacked and burnt while we slept at about 3 a.m. We smelled fumes of petrol, and by the time I made an alarm trying to run out of the houses, they had started to burn. I made it outside with my partner. The attackers were still present and hit us with woods and things that scratched, like thorns, which are full everywhere around that same place. I personally blacked out and fainted, and by the time I gained my consciousness, I was in a shock and uncoordinated and never understood whatever was going on, only to fully gain my consciousness while I was in the hospital and the doctor harassing me that I am a gay and that I deserved it. I felt pain right in my head and all over my body, and the doctor injected me with a tranquilizer and told me they had fucked me harder and that since I am gay, I should go back to my country and be treated from there, that if we don't change, he will inject us with a poison and kill us slowly. The injection made me sleep for more than 24 hours, and by the time I woke up, I was all alone because everyone, including my partner, had been chased away out of the hospital, and no one was allowed to come and visit me. I wasn't attended to since the time I woke up again after several hours. Moreover, no food or water, so I was dizzy. I managed to find my way out and got a ride up to our place where it was paid for and captured everything that had transpired. My partner Jordan told me that they refused to work on him also and was injected with the same drug. However much he was separated from me, but he was also bruised, shirts torn, and still unconscious. And he managed to escape fire from the roofs when I learned that I was like a mad person after being hit in the head and bruised in my arms and chest. Here's another one. While I was buying tea leaves from the nearest shop some few meters, like 10 meters away, 4 men attacked me and tried to rape me. And when I resisted and fought back, defending myself, my blouse was torn into pieces and was cut in my back and triceps and beaten by those homophobic men, while they chanted why they were bringing curses into the camp, and that they must punish us in whatever way possible, while I cried for help and making alarm until my fellows heard and ran for my rescue and took me home. Then to the police station where I reported an attempted rape, and the police officers refused to take it in, but instead registered an assault case on the 22nd of April 2020. On the morning of Easter Monday, my house was burnt down, and when I was discharged, I went to report, and the officer complained that why do I have to make the move at night, yet I am a curse to them. They told me that they're going to shoot me after all in his religion that will earn him heaven and eternity. I was once again paraded in front of inmates, and one officer forced a baton in my ass that he needs to see me how I do it through the behind. The officer of police escorted me to Lodwar prison, and when the prison gates were open, the police officer told the prison guards that I am a gay and that they should punish me accordingly. And even the prison inmates who we got near the gates working were told that I am a gay and the one responsible for the COVID-19 in Kenya. They vowed to kill me in prison, but I managed to escape, and after the second day my friends had helped pay the court fine. Here's another one. My house was stolen, my house was robbed, and when I went to report to the police, they told me they can't help me because I am a gay. On the 27th of April, while I had gone to seek for protection on UNHCR grounds, the police came to brutally beat me, tear gassed me, and even out of the burst of my can, my shirt and my blanket that I covered myself started burning. When I appealed to police to protect us from the homophobic people, they told me that LGBTQ have no help from the police in Kenya. Here's another one. Yesterday at around 16 hours, a group of homophobes in Kakuma Camp raided the home of LGBTQI community at Kakuma, Block 13, in a grave attack which lasted for more than 20 minutes. Armed with machetes, iron bars, pipes, logs of wood, and stones, they came and gave a surprise attack, which has left more than 30 LGBTQI people injured in their heads, their arms broken, cuts, and all unspeakable deeds. It has been a massacre, and as usual, it's after we were injured that the police came to take us to the hospital. Here's another one. One time when we had just been relocated from the reception to the community, we got into a disagreement with some people at the water point and were beaten. When we went to report to the police, they instead arrested us, and that was on March 31st. We were released on April 4th without any reason given for our arrest. At the Kakuma police station, after we had been taken there, the policeman put us in front of the prisoners and introduced us that we were gays and told them to beat us. I was beaten and tear gassed at the UNHCR compound, and I was injured at my back and my head. The police that promised to give us 24-hour security in Block 13, they are not always available and take too long to arrive after the attack.
Y'all want to say anything?
Now we jump off a little bit.
There you go. That's good, man. Looks hot. Good.
No, good job, good job, good job.
Delivered information.